So I just have a question for you. Who here is willing, over the next month, to put some prospecting time in their calendar, to let someone know that they're going to prospect and this is what their targets are, and then to just tune everything else out for at least 20 minutes while they're prospecting? Who's at least willing to give that a try? Seriously. All right, that's almost all of you. Y'all know how many psychologists it takes to change a light bulb? One, but the light bulb has to want to change. At programs like this, we all get excited and we feel like we're the light bulb that wants to change. We're all fired up to do something differently. And then we get back to the office and the alligators get us. And I've done this for years. And 80% of you just raised your hand that you were going to do it. My guess is that less than 10% of you will. Because even though we feel like we're the light bulbs that want to change, that dissipates. Because people have trouble keeping the commitments they make to themselves. Now we're going to hop into an exercise to see if there's something we can do to change your level of commitment to yourself, and at the end of the next month, you'll have done this and done it well. I've always heard about how the world is changing. In the past 10 years, global competition has really heated up. Marketing has changed a ton. Sales has changed significantly. But people, they say, don't really change that much. That's not what I'm noticing. We're seeing a sea change in how people actually operate and how they can actually produce in their time and day. We live in a society of constant distraction and constant anxiety. Back when I started in business and I was selling, it was the phone, the desk, a directory, and a ticking time clock, and that was it. Now we have Facebook, email, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram. We have the internet in our pockets with immediate access to everything in the world and every person that we've ever met right here. It's a distraction that is happening all the time, and it's killing our focus, it's killing our productivity, and it's killing our sales. We have to do something to change how people work if we want prospecting to work. When we were studying this, because we've had prospecting workshop for 8 or 9 years. We actually stopped delivering it about 2-3 years ago when we saw that things were changing a lot. All of the prospecting workshops out there are about the skills. Here's the message, here's the targets, here's how many meetings I need, now let's practice on the phone, now let's practice on email, now let's look at our LinkedIn profile, now let's work with gatekeepers, now let's not take the put-offs and not just wilt like a flower when they say, call me back in 3 months. It's all about that. But we found even people with the skills to prospect, it's binary. They're not doing it as much as they can because it's the proactive time. It's the time when they're not reacting to this client problem, not chasing the RFP, not delivering the meeting, not working on the referral, but they have 4, 6, 8 hours of nothing to do except go proactive, and they lose that time. It's just gone because it can get sucked out by so many things now. So we've actually changed our program literally to teach people how to work and concentrate. And it all started 4 years ago when I found this piece of data. This was from our top performing sales organization study. This was also about 500 companies. One of the questions we asked is, do people in selling roles have the skills to manage their time and day effectively? The rest, which was 80% of the database, literally only 1/3 of these leaders were willing to say that the people in selling roles and that covered account management can manage their time and day effectively. I do research all the time, and sometimes the research is really boring, but I just stared at that for a while. And I stared at the difference between the top performing organizations, which were the top 20% of sales results, and then the elites, which were the top 7%. And it just blew me away. What do you guys see in this area? I mean, you're seeing the change, handsome man with the cool glasses and the blue shirt. This is what you were talking about, right? other people experiencing the same thing? People just don't work the same way? Seeing a lot of